environmental problem by tackling food waste. What is food waste? It refers to food that completes the food supply chain up to a final product of good quality and fit for consumption, but still doesn't get consumed because it is discarded, whether or not after it is left to spoil or expire. Food waste typically, but not exclusively, takes place at retail and consumption stages in the food supply chain. Did you know that every day we waste 20 million slices of bread? This creates greenhouse gas emissions equivalent to over 140,000 cars every year. That's according to research by Waste and Resources Action Program. 23 million pesos per day worth of rice wasted in the Philippines. Every Filipino wastes 1 tablespoon or 14 grams of rice daily. In the Philippines, 1,717 metric tons of food wasted each day. All over the world, 1/3 food wasted every single year. The latest Social Weather Station survey conducted in November 2020 revealed a national hunger rate of 16%, equivalent to around 4 million families, an improvement from the 7.6 million families reported in the September 2020 survey. An example of food scraps being recycled and eaten and, in some cases, sold is pagpag. Pagpag is the term used for leftover food from restaurants, scavenged from garbage sites and dumps. Pagpag literally means to shake off, and refers to the act of shaking off dirt from edible portions of restaurant leftovers. What are the effects of food waste? Food waste represents a great waste of freshwater and groundwater resources. Food waste that ends up in landfills produces a large amount of methane, a more powerful greenhouse gas than even CO2, and heat up the Earth's atmosphere, causing global warming and climate change. Food waste is often overlooked as a crook for climate change. Before they even get to our plates, there are already a lot of greenhouse gas emissions involved in food production. The huge storage units that food companies use, for one, emit carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and hydrofluorocarbons. Importance of reducing food waste. Increased food availability to the most vulnerable. A reduction in greenhouse gas emissions, reduced pressure on land and water resources, an increase in productivity and economic growth. Saves money from buying less food, conserves energy and resources, preventing pollution involved in the growing, manufacturing, transporting and selling food, not to mention hauling the food waste and then landfilling it. Methane is produced by food rotting in landfill, contributing to global warming. Tips to reduce food waste at home. 1. Plan and prep. 2. Love your leftovers. 3. Keep track. 4. Make it work. Food waste is inextricably tied to the problem of hunger. Imagine the amount of food wasted that could have otherwise been used to feed hungry Filipinos. It is a problem we cannot and should not ignore, which is why efforts are being made to ensure that we minimize the amount of food waste that we produce. Hope you learned something from this video. Thank you for watching.